Okay, here's my test setup for today. We'll be running the controllers outside of the assembly with 3 stepper motors that I've pulled for this experiment. The Arduino has a CNC shield on it with 3 motor drivers on it. You can have up to 4. I'm just using 3 today. These drivers came with the heat sinks. They do get quite warm. And we're using the Raspberry Pi 3, and this one came with a little plastic case with the heat sinks and the fan, which I screwed down to a piece of wood to make it even heavier so that it wouldn't easily fall off the table. There's a lot of wires plugged into it. Okay, so now we're ready to go. This is the startup of the Raspberry Pi. It boots pretty fast. Now we're up into the system of the desktop. And first you start the server. And I just put that in the bottom corner in case it starts sprouting any messages. It's easy to see. Then I fire up the bCNC program, which was new to me. I was using Linux CNC, but this was recommended for the Raspberry Pi, and it's pretty complete. You hit connect, it communicates with the Arduino, it finds the program, and now I can actually create objects in the program itself. I've dropped a little gear on it and hit start, and it compiles and then starts to run the program. That fast. So now the motors are turning almost immediately. So basically at this point we know everything's working. I'll let it run for a bit just to see if it's my heat sinks get hot or my motors start to hum. But everything seems like it's working fine. Let it go for a few more seconds here. It's fun to watch the motors turn. So it's just these 2 computers that you see in the bench running. There's no, the desktop behind is not part of this experiment. The Raspberry Pi is running the display here. So now we stop the program, and now I'm going to set it up and run some manual mode. And this is the manual mode program, which will run the little handheld jogging device that I'll have on the big machine. And it seems to work as well. Turning the Z, turning the X, and then manually we're turning the Y. So everything spins nicely here. So that basically is the first running test. Everything seems to be moving along just fine here. The one thing you can't see is the 12-volt power supply that's under the bench. It supplies the current for the motors. And I'll post all the links to all the parts in the description. Thank you.